I was going to, after last night's live stream, I was going to try to go live tonight in Thurmond. Let me turn the phone, well, turn the video around, so I'm trying to say. Now straight ahead you can see the yellow signal. There's actually going to be a train meet. Of course, Amtrak won't be until 7:30, so I won't have time for that. I'd like to point that out. So if anybody joins, I'll just have to most likely leave after this one. Just for the simple fact I promised my next door neighbor I'd get a yard done today. Then again, I don't know if I'm going to stay very long after this or not. Now I was told there's going to be a single stack intermodal train with the Chesapeake, Ohio headers unit on it. That's why I decided to go live. Of course, if I get kicked off the live stream, I'll probably just film as the train goes by. Because last time I done live stream here, I did get kicked off a few times. It turns out it wasn't the troll on here that's causing that. It was actually the signal. Apparently, if I come up there and go beside that building up there, I lose signal. Yep, still yellow. Let's see if anybody else joins. That's the mate one house. If I go a few more feet, well, I go too far here, I'll lose signal, a service. See that middle yellow? I don't think I've missed that hairless unit yet. Should be a Chesapeake, Ohio hairless unit coming. That's what I've been told according to the Harris Unit app. It went to Henry over an hour ago, so I'll know in a minute if it's coming or not. Oh, by the way, I'm doing this live stream on June 27th, 2025. I'd like to point that out. So if you see this today or the next couple of days, you know what's coming. When I say next couple of days, depending on where the train's going, because if you see this today, it'll be somewhere along the line that falls in the River Gorge and goes through Clifton and Fortune up that way. The next couple of days, I don't know where that train's scheduled to go. I just know it's a single stack intermodal. If I missed it, that's the problem. I don't know if I missed it or not. I hope not. I didn't. I got here right after a long empty coal train went by, so I did miss a long empty coal train. And I haven't seen one of those since about 9 o'clock this morning. It's the last time I saw a long empty coal train. That's a long time. I was mowing within some yards when it came through Mount Hope on Ozay Corman, but I didn't have time to film Ozay Corman this morning. Oh well. I might film it on the way back, because when I found out the train's coming and came down here, they were doing the final cut. I noticed the engines were going up, and I think it's for the final cut. So I say right now, Ozay Corman's hooking up the final cut of cars in Mount Hope as I'm doing this live stream. Of course, they might be done already on the way, too. Oh, by the way, I would like to point out a few weeks ago, I had somebody that really freaked me out here. I'm not going to say what he said, though, but somebody apparently hardcore leftist had walked up to me, said what he thought, and then I turned and walked away because he really freaked me out. I'm not going to say what he said, though. Of course, as long as nothing else is said about that, I'll let it go and just not care. I don't even know who the guy was. Hello, everybody. I'd like to point out that train should be here any minute now, I hope. They got to get out of the way for Amtrak. And when everybody's joining, if I lose signal, I'll say, and you don't see me anymore, I apologize, because this area here, I've lost surface a few times trying to do live streams. It's like it comes and goes. Oh no, that's that thing up there. This building up here has a vent that lets out heat. I guess it's a pump, a filter system. It's a big giant fan, and it sounds like the Warford train engine sometimes. The calling tower. Keeping down the time. It rained pretty good here, by the way, because everything's soaking wet here. But it didn't rain at all in Mountain Hope, apparently. So after these trains, I'll probably start walking to my next door neighbor's yard, get it mowed and weed eated. And I'm hoping to get this down to the grow, because next year I would like to. My goal is next year for 2026, make enough money between YouTube, that new Facebook page, and my Beaver Schoolhouse and Walker, where I keep only a small handful of yards and not mow weed all day, every day. That's my goal. I can't say if I'll make it or not, but I'm gonna try. Okay. Very interesting. Me and Gina's visitors didn't bore you anybody, just whatever. That person is still mad because we got the Virginian Heritage Unit before him. He could have came, but he chose not to, and he won't get over that. I'm going to leave that alone, not say anything else about it, because I'm not going to get worked up. Come on. Oh, whatever. There's that dark green car. I don't know if that's the same one I saw on Mapscot earlier. I wanted to film the train in Mapscot, but did not, because it was thunder and lightning so bad I got too nervous to sit there. Oh well. Yeah, whatever. Well, we got a brand new trawl on here. Hold on. Yeah, this time I know exactly who the troll is. Because I'm not going to say anything else, because common sense. Oh well. But that car is coming this way. Yeah, I'm here in Thurmond, West Virginia. Yeah, everything, yeah. I don't know why I'm looking at the signal behind me. I know all this is going to be red. It has to be red, because nothing can turn yellow or green. Well, until after that one train goes by. Well, at least I know that car ain't coming. Nobody threatened anybody. Yeah, whatever. Huh. Old house there. Probably walk back that way. Now, a while back, I remember I'm filming a lot of coal train with mid-train DPU. Have some weird noises, because it's after dark, spun around, seen a bright light through the window of that one house. And you can hear real banging and thumping noises behind me. I think somebody was in that house. I don't know who, but somebody was in there apparently. Good comeback, Gina Princess. We both know exactly who that is. But I do have common sense. As long as I do not say who it is and keep my mouth shut, I'm okay. I've learned the hard way that, make a long story short, if I carry on that people be mean in the comment section on the live stream, during the live stream, only people watching at the time will know what's going on. Everybody else will not know. Because when you watch the replay, you can't see what's said during the live stream. You can still comment on the replay about the videos. Oh, by the way, here's that vent thing. I guess they pump fresh air through this building. I don't know why the Park Service don't restore these places. Maybe they will one day. Be nice. I hope they do one day. Thank you. Most people love watching my videos and love seeing my videos, which is a good thing. I had one person one time who was walked up, demanded to know who flew the drone over the house, and was mad I couldn't get them to understand why I didn't know what to talk about, and they were mad at me, and I didn't even own a drone. If somebody in Mount Hope, and I could not figure out, because then the drone video set up on the City of Mount Hope Facebook page. A few people got way too worked up over that. I didn't even know what was going on. I think a few people even said something at the city council one time. That was over a year ago, though. I know that. So that was funny, because I had no idea what was going on at the time. Let's see if that's a Chesapeake, Ohio heritage unit or not. Well, I just realized something. The only disadvantage about going live right now is I can't snap photos with the video. That's the only bad part. No, it's a maintenance away train. So it's possible I did miss the Chesapeake, Ohio heritage unit. Oh well, it's still a train. And it's still a good catch. One engine going low could forward too. Well, that's the Conrail car. That is tempting. Something I thought about. Hobo Shoestring got some excellent videos with the travel by rail. I'm not gonna lie, it's been tempting to actually travel like that. Of course, when I do travel by train, I'm gonna travel on Amtrak. I say this maintenance way train is getting out of the way for Amtrak. There might be something else coming. Now it is possible that the Chesapeake, Ohio heritage already came through here. Then it is possible that what I heard about being tied down in Henry is true. I don't know for sure, but I do know I got something on video. So the trip was not in vain. I'll go look at the signal again, because if the signal stays in red, well, this one might turn green here in a minute. I'll see, because I can't even tell what time it is. Well, that would be fun, take off and explore the world. Got the other signal that can't tell if it's turned green or not. It did the opposite direction, literally just turned green. I can't wait long though, that's the problem. A lot going on. And Angela's not feeling the best anyway, so wants to get home. And I'm not feeling the best because my stomach. I've had a very rough day. Between my stomach and some stuff that somebody said to me early this morning, I was a little upset. Oh well, nothing I could do about it but get over it. After my stomach, I just gotta go to the doctor again. I'm waiting to hear back for the specialist they're wanting to run better tests on my stomach. See if I can see what time it is. 6:30. Honestly, I probably won't be. I might wait a couple minutes because, honestly, if Amtrak's not supposed to hit until 7:30, 8 o'clock, there must be something else in the area. Would say the reason there is because it's only 6:30, and Amtrak would be, let's see, Amtrak would be here if they're supposed to be around 6:58, 7, and they're 25, 30 minutes late. There might be something else coming, because if they're that late, that maintenance way train would have time to get all the way to Prince, because it goes from single track to double track. Well, from the calling tower to Claremont, it's double track, and at Claremont, it goes back to single track up through the tunnel into Prince, and when you get to Prince, it goes back to double track. Most of the way to Hitton, I think. I think there's a couple stretches. When I follow this on Google Maps, there's a couple stretches between the Claremont Yard and Meadow Creek. There is a small stretch for a couple miles where it goes back to single track, but then it goes back to double track. I ain't gonna wait that long though. I can see what's my watch here. Somebody. Well, I do know RJ Corman will be here. Now on the way home, if I run RJ Corman, I'll just stop, jump out of the car and hit record and film for RJ Corman. But you can see the high green there. I just wonder, who knows, there might be another coal train. It goes to show that, if I think about it, the coal trains could even be M652. The reason I'm thinking something's ahead of Amtrak, because they're running late, and if they run that late, the maintenance way train would have they probably would have sent it on the Claremont Yard, because that's most likely where it's headed, the Claremont, to tie down for the day. Or Hitton, one of the two, I don't know which. I know they do tie those maintenance way trains down Claremont a lot, because not unusual to see them sitting in the yard down there. Amtrak will be here at 7:31. It's good to know. It's a 4 hour though. I just know tomorrow, which is Saturday, I will let everybody know. I haven't set the time yet, but I'm going to try to do a live stream at the schoolhouse market that morning. And then that evening, I'm going to spend the whole evening mowing and weed eating for all my neighbors that I mow and weed eat for. Got my own yard plus a few of my neighbors. Then Sunday, I may or may not come down here. I don't know yet. I do be after Sutton Sunday school, though. Of course, if it's miserably hot, I might just stay home. Huh, 7:31. Yeah, a couple nights ago, I came down here with Gene A. Vince's. We came to film Amtrak because I got all sorts. Turns out they were running late that night. They didn't get here until, I guess, a few minutes after 8, like 10, 15 after. And I didn't go live because the storms were rolling in. Of course, we got a lot of storms rolling in. What's block missing there? That's crazy. They tore the block up here, got it fixed, and now it's torn up again. CSX has been doing rail replacement and tower replacement, and damaging and destroying this block walk. there's some last year that was where these bricks are from last year, and that over there I think's fresh, probably done recently. Of course, they did replace the rail on this side, which is weird because last year I think they replaced. I thought they. Wait a minute, did they replace the same stretch of rail 2 years in a row? I think they did. Now I think about it. Yeah, I guess I did miss it. I didn't miss it by much though. I knew something had been through here because there was not a speck of rust on the rails and it's been pouring down the rain here. I'm gonna sit down for a minute, see if anything else is coming. Yeah, I missed the sets picking up out of here. I've seen it by this minute. Probably no more than 10, 15 minutes. Well, actually, it went through prints. I probably missed it by maybe 10, 15 minutes at the most. Maybe a little bit longer. Wait a minute. I didn't get here until almost after 6, so I don't know. If a train comes through here, I think it don't take it more than 20 minutes to get the prints. Maybe. Well, it depends on how fast they go, and if it's a loaded coal train,